Greetings, everyone. We are live. We are live again, everyone. Dynasty Mirror Search for Uhuru. Thank you so much for joining us. Before we get started, hit that like button. Again, please hit that like button. Again, please hit that like button. Also, share the content. Again, please share the content. We are almost at 90,000 subscribers. When we get to 100,000, I will have a special very, let me turn my ringer off so we won't be disturbed, with the notifications and all that stuff. So bam, turn that off. Again, we will be at 90K subscribers here shortly. I appreciate the support, and once we hit 100,000, I will have a special giveaway for one of you all, special giveaway for a lucky somebody who is a subscriber. Also, make sure you go to dynastymirror.com. Go to dynastymirror.com. While you're there, please join the email list at dynastymirror.com. And then tour. We're going to Sierra Leone. Again, tour Sierra Leone. We are now leaving on the 19th of April. We're leaving on the 19th out of Chicago, arriving to Freetown on the 20th of April. And we're leaving on the 29th. So if you are interested in joining us, please go to searchforuhuru.com or go to dynastymirror.com. Let me know, send me a message, and we will get you guys up and running. Without further ado, I have my brother Brandon on with us all the way from, you in Nairobi right now, Brandon?
Yep, I'm in Nairobi.
All the way in Nairobi, Kenya. And today's topic, we're going to talk about Brandon. Brandon took his family, daughter, wife. He took the entire family to Kenya. So I know they are having an excellent time. Let's see here. I just got back last Friday from Salone. I already missed Salone. I cannot wait to go back in April. So brother Brandon, Pan-Africanism Strikes Back. Guys, make sure you go subscribe to his page, Pan-Africanism Strikes Back. Go subscribe to that brother's page. Brandon's doing big things in Kenya as well. So we got to shout out and salute brother Brandon for everything he's doing in Kenya. So Brandon, you got the family. Is the family, are they near? Is family around? Are they in Brazil? Yeah. Can we see the family? Can we see the family? Is that okay?
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
I hear you. It's kind of laggy, but it's good. We're good. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm just trying to make sure everything's good. Hold on real quick. Okay, I don't want it to be too laggy.
Okay, you should be good.
Okay, Samara, Ryan. Come on quick. This is my daughter right here.
Hey, your twin. That's your twin.
Yeah, and this is my wife right here.
Hey, wife, me and wife, we met before. We met, but that's your twin. Your daughter. That's your. I think Brandon had the baby, the daughter. I think you gave birth to your daughter, Brandon. You did. That's your twin.
Yeah, they look alike and they act alike.
What you mean by they act alike? What's that mean? They act alike?
They both give me a hard time.
Oh, really? Hey, Brandon, you giving your wife a hard time in all the way in Kenya?
They actually came to Kenya 2 weeks before I did. So I sent them out ahead of me. And so they were out here having a good time before I got here. And I met them out here. I sent them on the 5th of February. And then I came out on the 15th. So then, we spent a couple weeks together or a week together. And then they're going to head back home on Friday.
Okay.
Yeah. So I give everybody a hard time because I'm the same with everybody. So I don't know what it is.
So, Brent, how is it being with your family in Kenya? Like, a lot of brothers don't have that opportunity. A lot of brothers can't bring their whole families to Africa. Either they don't want to go, or some just can't afford it.
Well, it's good having them here. Usually I'm here by myself, and you get lonely, you get homesick a little bit, and you just kind of, when you have a family, you miss them. You're like, man, no one's here to clean up my stuff. No one's here to do my laundry. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But no, it's just like, I don't know. It's weird because the things you're kind of used to seeing, you get to show them. And when they get to see it, it's like you're experiencing it for the first time all over again,
Right.
So it's like, it's great. It's exciting. My wife, this is her second time. My daughter, this is her first time. So you really get to see, like, ask your, like I asked my daughter, like, how do you like it? What do you think is different about this place in the United States? And, kids are very honest. Sometimes adults, they might front, just to support a certain political angle or ideology. But kids are honest, like, yo, dad, I don't like the way, like, the lights, went out. The light, like the electricity might have went out one day. And so they, not for the whole day, for a couple hours. Kids are going to be honest with you. But also when they say they really like it, they feel like they belong here. It's great to be in a place where there are people like them, a lot of people like us. Then you also understand that, like, the reasons why you choose to go to Africa and build there are valid. It's like they see the same things you see. So it's good. And then my wife, of course, the more we're here together, the more you can, like, understand what it would be like to make the transition fully. Like, can we do this as a family? Because you have to think about your family when you have a family. It's not like you're by yourself. You have to think of how they might feel, how they'll be able to transition over to, life in another country. And so when you bring them here, you get like an insight into that, or like a preview. And for me, it's good so far. Like, do you guys feel like, honest, do you guys feel like you can live here?
Yeah.
What do you think? Look at. No, be honest. Be honest. You good? See, so you see what I'm saying?
She said she's good. Like, she's not. Hold on. You don't think he could move to Kenya? You don't think he could move to Kenya? She said she's cool.
No, hey, Brad, what do you think? Yeah?
I think it's nice to live here. Nice weather.
She said she could live here.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay.
I think we just got a little lag.
Yeah, just small. We'll work through it though. Go ahead.
Yeah, so she says she could live here. So especially like where we bought our land at, she really loves it out there. You've been to the land, right? Did you like it?
Like sorry.
Look, so she's like, where we bought the land at, of course it's more in a rural area. So we also have the apartment in Nairobi. So when we go to the land, she's kind of like, I do like it, but of course she's a city kid, so that's like a big change for her. But as far as the city, she likes it. As long as they have internet and stuff like that, kids are cool,
Mm-hmm. Guys, make sure you hit that like button again. Please hit the like button. So, Brandon, tell everybody what you got going on in Kenya.
Okay. So in Kenya, I have, I have my investment club, the OAP, our Africa plan. We finally received our title deeds for a purchase that we made of 30 acres. We were able to finish the deal on 30 acres of a 50-acre purchase in Kenya. And so I came out here to close the deal. I was able to close the deal, pick up the title deeds. They're in my name right now until I subdivide the property. And then, of course, put the, member of the members of the OAP, put the parcels in their name. But, getting the land in my name was the first step. And so now I can do the subdividing of the land. But that was a major thing, just getting the title deeds, and also getting the deeds done up in a way to where the control of the deeds or of the land reverts back to essentially me or the OAP once the 99-year lease period is up. You know what I mean, Dennis? You understand that?
Yeah. But okay, so Brandon, from your understanding, how does this 99-year lease work? Can can the individual owners, can they renew the lease after 99 years? Are their family,
yeah.
Can they renew it? Like,
okay, so yeah, basically, once they get the 99-year lease reverted to their name, they own it. They can sell it, they can give it away, they can do anything. For 99 years, they have total control of it. Now, once 99 years is up, basically the way it works is control of the land reverts back to the person who originally owned the land. If that person had a freehold lease, which a freehold lease is where they just own the land forever and ever, and there's never a time period or a term that matures, where the land reverts back to someone else, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So we basically got it. My lawyer, she set it up to where once the 99 years is up, the decision as to whether the lease will continue to go forward would revert back to me or whoever I leave the land to. Because normally it goes back to the original owner of the land if they're a citizen. But she set it up to where when it reverts back, the control goes back to me. So essentially, if I'm not dead, which I will be dead, but essentially my heir or my daughter would be able to decide, yeah, we're just going to keep this lease going. So it's like we own the land outright anyway, because we'll have all control over the land, unless the government or something should step in and say, hey, no, we want to use this for this or that, something like that. But that's very rare. So it's like you really can, if you have a good lawyer, they can write things up and organize things to where you will always have control of that land, even after 99 years. Do you understand?
Right.
Right. Sorry, my voice is a little hoarse.
You sound fine. So you got that going. Also, aren't you doing the Airbnbs too, right?
Oh yeah, I'm in my Airbnb right now, actually. So I got those going, and Airbnb is wide open. You go to any country in Africa, rent an apartment, put the furniture in the apartment, and you can immediately place it on Airbnb. Like, it's not some long drawn out process. Literally, you go on the app, click host a space, take pictures of the space, post it, and Airbnb starts putting it out there for people to come and rent the place. And so, I got that going with a couple places, and it's going good. Once you get a couple people to stay there, you get some reviews. You can also put it up your space on booking.com, or you can even create a website and market your place like a hotel or a bed and breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the hospitality industry,
right?
Where you're providing people with a place to stay. And I'm telling you, in Africa, the hospitality industry is wide open.
Right.
When I first came to Kenya, I was staying in Airbnbs, and I was like, man, why are all these damn Arabs, right, and Chinese people like owning these Airbnbs? It was mostly Arabs. Mm-hmm. I'm like, we can own an Airbnb, we can rent an apartment like anybody else. So I got in on it. I didn't sit up complaining while giving those people my money. I said, man, how can I do this? I have been staying in Airbnbs, for years. I love Airbnb. And I was like, look, let me start a place. Took me about $2,000 to get this place up and running. and I've already made that back. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. And what part of Nairobi are you in with your Airbnb?
This apartment is in South B.
Okay. I haven't been to Nairobi. Last time I was in Nairobi, I think it was 2015, maybe 2006. It's been a minute.
Yeah, Nairobi has to be a yearly trip for everybody, I think.
Why you say that? Okay, why? Okay, let me ask you this, Brandon. Why did you choose East Africa over West Africa? Like, why did you choose Nairobi over Accra or something?
Development. I am a person who is a city person. I like to have certain comforts available to me. And I just know that East Africa is much more developed than West Africa. Now, you got places like Nigeria and stuff, very developed. But I think like Kenya would even rival Nigeria in development. Like I can get an Uber here. I can get, if I want Uber Eats, I can get that. You know what I'm saying?
They got Uber Eats in Nairobi?
Yes.
Because they have Uber in Lagos, but I don't think they have Uber Eats.
Man, here they got Uber Eats. They got something called Jumia that's like Amazon. They actually beat Amazon out in Kenya, where you can order stuff. Like we ordered, I brought the Xbox One here. We ordered like the power cord for it and like controllers for it and all that on Jumia, and it was here like the next day. So they have a lot of the comforts like that the Western world offers. And I mean, Kenya is just more. Dinus, you've been to Kenya. You know Nairobi. Right. It's very developed for an African country.
Right.
Like you got everything, and also I really think like the economies of the East African countries are a little bit more developed. So you have more people who you could call middle class, right? And I'm a middle class person, so I always look for people who I can like identify with or relate to economically. So when I come here, I'm able to rub shoulders with real estate developers, IT managers, just doctors, lawyers, people who have their own businesses, you know, stuff like that. West Africa has that too, but I still think they have a long way to go when it comes to development. And I think that's why a lot of people, when they go to places like Ghana and stuff, sometimes there's too much of a culture shock because those places are still at the point where they're like third world nations, whereas Kenya is a place that's on the list as a developing nation, meaning they're starting to really make a lot of moves towards, you know, moving into modernization. But Kenya is just awesome for me. People are friendly. I can find like gyms everywhere to work out. If I want to work out, you know, I can get a trainer. I mean, I don't know. There's just nothing about Kenya or East Africa that really, you know, bothers me. And I've been to like South Africa and stuff like that, but Kenya still has like that Africa feel to it. But
you think so? You think so, Brandon?
Yeah, man. Like, okay, like where I'm getting my land, where I got the land at. There's like a tribe called there's a tribe called Gideons. So you go out there, you know, it's a little bit rural, but you know, a couple minutes away, you can be in the city. I still feel the Africa vibes. You know, I went and hung out with the Maasai's, stuff like that. What do you think, Dinus? You think East Africa's not doing it for you as far as the Africanness of the whole place?
I think if you especially like Nairobi, if you look at development, that's really spearheaded by Europeans, Chinese, and Indians.
Well, you know, I thought that too. But the funny thing is, when you really like, if you just ask like, who owns this? Who owns that? Man, these African brothers is over here owning stuff, building stuff too. And the reason why the development is spearheaded by Chinese is because let's be honest, when you talk to the locals, they're like, look, they were giving these contracts to Kenyan companies, but the Kenyan companies weren't doing the work.
Oh, man, yeah, it's true. Yeah, you got a point. Yeah.
They were taking the money and basically doing a half-ass job or not doing the job at all. So like I really learned a lot about the Chinese's relationship with Africa, because it's like they brought the Chinese in out of necessity, because they're like in America, you know what I'm saying? You might want to hire the black guy to do the job, but if the guy don't want to do the work, or he don't want to show up or do it right, you might have to hire a Mexican to do it. Let's be real.
Right.
I got a house, so I know about that. When I need something done, okay, I want to buy black first, but I ain't about to chase your ass to give you my money. I'm having that issue right now with a dog trainer. Pay the dude freaking $300 per session to train my dogs, but then you can't get him on the phone half the time. Right. So now I got the Mexican who been begging me to let him train my dogs. I gotta roll with him because the brother's tripping. So that's the same thing here. Like there's a super highway that's being built that goes from like downtown Nairobi to the airport to relieve the congestion on Mombasa Road. The Chinese are doing it. Last time I came here, they were just breaking ground on that highway. Now I just came back 2 months later. The pillars are already up. All they got to do is put the freeway on top of it. So, you know, look, the job's getting done. Whereas if you had hired a Kenyan company to do that, they would have took your money and you might have got 1 or 2 pillars put up. And then it would have stalled for 3 or 4 or 5 years. So, you know, that I don't knock what the Indians are doing. I don't knock what the Chinese are doing, because a lot of the stuff that they do is necessary. Even my bank that I bank with, Diamond Trust, they're owned by Indians. That's just the way it is. But if Indians are bringing banking, I mean, there are brothers who own banks too here. But if the Indians are bringing banking here, then, you know, nobody can stand in the way of progress. So we shouldn't look at it like,
Brandon, you got a lot of black-owned banks in Kenya now, Brandon. I think UBA is there. I think Zenith might be there. I think there's several Nigerian banks in Kenya.
Right. There are. But the bank I went to was the one that was most common in the area where I was doing my business. So I basically got the same bank as my lawyer, right? So when I transfer her money and stuff, it could be, you know, a quick and easy process. Not like, from this bank to that bank. It's just within the same bank. So all I got to do is like punch it in on my app and the money's there, right? So I did that for business purposes. But for my personal account, you know, I have 2 accounts. So I have, so I'm going to do equity also. I want to do equity bank too. But, you know, I don't look at it like a negative. I just look at it like, look, these people are here. They're not going anywhere. Our job is not to worry about what they're doing or what they're not doing. Our job is to make sure that we're doing as much or more than they're doing. And that's going to take for people to start coming to Africa. And that's why I'm so proud of all the members of the OAP, because they took a chance. They believed in somebody like me. And I'm so glad that I was able to deliver for them. Because at the end of the day, you can sit around and have all your reasons for why you do what you do or why you don't do it.
Right.
But the only thing that matters is results. So you could talk about the Indians and Chinese, but the Chinese are taking a chance. They're taking the risk. What are you doing? Sitting at home, knitting socks, eating cookies, trying to play armchair quarterback. I mean, you let a bunch of goofy ass Black Americans make it to Kenya and Africa before you. You can't criticize the Chinese, because even the most goofball people from our community have already made it here. So how are they beating you here? Smart guy, the guy who's on every internet YouTube video, who knows everything. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not worried about who's developing what. If it's getting developed, that helps me make the moves I need to make so that I can make progress over here, period. Because I ain't building no freeways, and neither are you. So unless you're going to build some, don't criticize. The freeways and stuff, they're needed.
Let's see here. So here we go with the argument. They have backing of their country. What, as far as that argument, what would be your response?
That's just ultimately bullcrap, Dinus. They have the backing of their country. Man, there are construction companies in America. There are Black-owned construction companies in America. You can get a loan in America. You can come over here and bid for a contract. You just don't want to do it because the problem is the majority of people who own things in America, they look at America like it's the end all be all. You're right, they have the backing of their country. But in order for you to have the backing of your country, you have to be willing to go there and take the first step. Your country's not just like, China's not like just going to people's door like, yo, you want to go move to Africa?
Right.
They're not doing that. These people are seeing an opportunity, and then they go to their government and petition their government like, yo, let us get some money so we can go expand Chinese influence in this place. Do you go to the government like, yo, can we get some money to go expand American influence in this place? No. You talking about reparations checks. You talking about our bones is buried here, 40 acres and a mule. It's not even that. They don't have anything you don't have. The only thing they have more than you is the desire to be successful, not comfortable. Black folks in America want to be comfortable, not successful. Chinese people, there is no comfort where they come from. They're screwed. So they go to other places to try to find somewhere where they can be successful and comfortable to a certain extent. And that's what they're doing. These Chinese dudes is over here. I saw a Chinese dude the other day. Dude had a wheelbarrow full of like bricks, Dinus. He's pushing that shit down the side of the freeway. You know these black folks here on this channel ain't gonna do that. But he did, because the black people in America are not trying to come to Africa to push a pile of bricks in a wheelbarrow down the freeway. But he will. But what does that have to do with the backing of his country? You know what I'm saying? It's just the guy has the motivation. And you know they're not getting paid a whole bunch of money.
Right.
But where they are, there's such limited opportunity that they will go anywhere in the world to find opportunity. Do you want to go to the middle of God knows where to cook chow mein and orange fried groceries? No. But they're willing to do that. That has nothing to do with the backing of their country. It's all about desire.
You're a funny cat, bro. Guys, hit that like button again. Please hit that like button. What we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and open up the lines. Uhuru at search for Uhuru.com. Uhuru at search for Uhuru.com. Guys, send me an email. Again, send me an email and I will forward you the link. Send me an email and I will go ahead.
Diamond, we so goofy. We so goofy sometimes, bro. Like everybody's a land salesman. Everybody has a land group now. Oh, come here, do this. I'm buying land in Africa. I'm gonna sell you land and all this shit. Like the Chinese are smart. Black folks, we be dumb sometimes. Like we follow any old idiot talking about send me some money to Africa. Look at our Kathy situation, all that stuff. The Chinese is coming themselves. We're trying to go based on someone else's story of what Africa has to offer. Instead of just like, yo, I could spend a couple hundred on a ticket. Like, if you look at my channel, I've been posting pictures. I met a dude named Jeremy in the gym, right? We was at Crunch Fitness. Met the dude, he a cool dude. Me and him and a couple other black brothers, we started working out together. One day I was like, yeah, y'all, I'm going to Africa in a couple of weeks. The dude, Jeremy, was like, "Bet, where you going?" I said, "Nairobi." He said, "Man, I've never been to Africa. I'm going with you." That dude is in Africa with me right now. Right now. Just off of a whim. Like, yo, you going to Africa? I'm going. You know what I'm saying? He's here.
Yeah.
My boy Clay, last time I came to Africa, the day before I was leaving, I hit this dude up like, yo, what's up? He hit me up like 6 a.m. Hey, bro, my passport came in the mail. I said, damn, okay, cool. I said, I'm going to Africa tomorrow. I said, but next time I go, why don't you come with me? He was like, next time. That dude was like, dude, I'm about to call the airline. What's your flight number? Within 5 minutes, that dude was booked on the same flight as me. You know what I'm saying? These are the type of people I hang around. Not a bunch of, oh, is it safe? You know what I'm saying? Somebody asked me some shit like, do Africans take baths in hot water? Like, that's the level we on a goofy shit. Do Africans have hot water? You know what I'm saying? And then, but we talking about the Chinese is our biggest problem. Excuse me, we're our biggest problem because our minds just be like on goofball mode sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like all the people in the OAP dynasty, they came and did it when nobody wanted to do it. We was all over on African Tigers channel. People was complaining. I said, look, man, that was when I first started kind of getting on YouTube. I said, look, man, these people saying that they want something. Let me just give it to them. I have to give them shit because I could just do it on my own. But I said, let's throw it out there, give them an opportunity and see. People responded, Diners. People were sending money in the PayPal. You know what I'm saying? It was supposed to be a 2-year process. We were supposed to put money together for 24 months, Diners.
All right.
But because, I really was motivated to get it done, we was able to get the purchase done in 6 months. So now, and plus, I put a lot of my money in too. So I was able to go ahead and just secure the land. But now it's people who haven't even finished their payments who are already landowner in Africa. They're already owners. Another brother named Julius, he's one of the members of the OAP. He's here with me now too. You know what I'm saying? So what's the problem? And like we say all the time, there's too many people doing it for you to still be doubting. So all the people who ain't doubting, OAP made a bunch of landowners in Africa. You talking shit about nothing didn't make nobody nothing and didn't get you nowhere. It's time for us to lock in and sometimes we just gotta shut up, dog, and listen.
All right.
But we don't like that. We like to sit up and procrastinate, make 100 excuses, But that time is over. It's 2021. We cannot be playing around with this stuff. People are making moves. White folks have landed a rover on Mars. Black folks is still talking about who the hell killed Malcolm X. You gotta be stuck on stupid. White folks is landing rovers on Mars. And Negroes is talking about who killed Malcolm X. Newsflash, Negroes, it don't matter. He's dead. Who cares? What are you gonna do with your life? What are you gonna do for your kids? Diners, that's why. It's not because we don't got no money. We just too stupid sometimes. We just don't get it. Like, wait a minute. Why does the dude die 70 years ago have anything to do with what's happening right now? Oh, because that's the way for me to pretend like I'm a revolutionary. My friend Lamont Macon got the new term for these dudes. It's called a goof-olutionary. Just a goofy fake revolutionary. A dude who thinks he's revolutionary, but in reality, he's just making up excuses so he could stay next to White Zach,
Guys, again, if you'd like to call in, email is in the chat room. Email is in the chat. And you know what? In insult to injury, it was another black man that killed Malcolm X.
Yeah. But I mean, the dude, whether he was working for the FBI or the nation, it's white dudes who kill other white dudes. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. When they go after Edward Snowden, I'm pretty sure they're gonna send a white dude. When they go after Donald Trump, I'm pretty sure that guy's gonna be white. We the only one caught up over who killed what, but not caught up on how we gonna keep ourselves from getting killed. Look at, did Trayvon Martin on it? Did Malcolm X come from the grave and save those dudes' lives? So who cares? Nobody. All you can do is do what you can where you can only do what you can where you are with what you got. That I think George Washington Carver said that. Do what you can where you are with what you got and never be satisfied. Let's get to that mindset. Let's start preaching that mindset to our people. Let's start spreading that type of awareness. Look at this piece of art I bought today, Diners. This is the scariest picture ever. Hey, don't that look crazy? Does that look crazy?
It does.
I bought that today.
Oh, let's see. I'm trying to get these links out. We got a couple callers gonna call in. Go ahead.
You said what?
Now we got a couple callers who are calling in.
Okay, Dinus, I'm gonna go out and come back in because my sound got messed up. Somebody called me.
Okay, all right, go ahead. Guys, again, hit that like button. Please hit that like button. Also, too, we are raising money for the school that I sponsor, the Chuck Brammer School. The Chuck Brammer School. So, guys, please go to Africa Personified. Again, africapersonified.org. Let me go ahead and pull up the school real quick. Give me a second. Let me share the screen. Let's see here. Let me share the screen real quick. Give me 1 second. Brandon, when do you think you're going to move to Kenya?
My date is within the next 3 to 5 years, but most likely within the next 3 years. I'm trying to get out here by the time I'm 40, you know?
Brandon, how old are you?
Me, 35.
35, okay. All right, guys, make sure you go to africapersonified.org, africapersonified.org. We are currently raising money, what we wanted for the school that I am sponsoring, which is the Chuck Brammer School in Bow, Sierra Leone. And what we want to do, we want to build a computer lab. Again, we want to build a computer lab at the school. It will be the first of its kind in actually the city of Bow, from my understanding. So we want to start on the structure. Again, we want to start on the structure for the computer lab, and that's going to cost $5,000. We've already raised a little over $1,000, so we're about $4,000 off from our goal. I would like to present a check to the faculty, the students of the Chuck Brammer School by the come April for our tour. So, as you guys know, we have the tour coming up April 19th through the 29th. Sierra Leone, we will be going to Bow, Sierra Leone. And once again, I'd like to present the donation check to them while we are there. So when you go to africapersonified.org, click on ways to help, click on donate, and you can donate that way. And if you guys would like to learn more about the school, this is the video of me and Caddy Conte, which is the headmaster and the founder of the Chuck Brammer School. That's me with her. And I visited the school twice already. So that's what we're doing. Please go and support everyone. Again, please go and support. Hold on. Is it even on the thing? No. Guys, I was on the wrong page the whole time. I'm sorry. Here we go. Click. Okay. Oh, a whole nother screen comes up. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Let me do this. Let me do this real quick. All right, there we go. So again, that's me with Miss Conti. That's a video we shot at the school. I visited the school twice already. And so Miss Katie Conti is the actual founder of the school and the owner. So please support. Again, click on ways to help, click on donate. And we appreciate your donation. We are a 501c3, so all of your donations are tax deductible. Sir Will, go ahead.
Yo, Brandon, man, I'm glad you're back in Kenya, bro. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right. But I got an issue with what you just said. And that's the reason why I'm calling. How you going to say that we worried about who killed Malcolm X, and then white people are landing rovers on Mars? Black people are landing rovers on Mars too, because it's not just white people working on some of those vehicles. So that you know. And then, when it comes to our history, it's important for us to know our history. Okay, people like for the Shoah, for example, the Holocaust, people are still getting caught to this day over if they took part in the Holocaust or not. So this stuff is part of our history. We can do that, figure out who killed Malcolm X in order to fix the wrongs of history, and also bring our continent back up. So I think you're wrong on that one.
Okay, so first I want to address one thing in the comments. You got somebody here talking about a West African wants to get rid of Black History Month in America. Yes, so do a lot of Black people. Black people are so damn goofy, Dynasty. When Morgan Freeman comes out and speaks against Black History Month, saying why does our history have to be relegated to 1 month? Everyone's cheering, yeah, Morgan Freeman's right. But then when an African says it, it's a problem. When a West African says it, oh, suddenly it's a problem. We're so hypocritical, man. Who cares? Who cares about Black History Month? I don't, because it ain't doing nothing for you. The only Black history you can celebrate is the Black history that's sanctioned by whites. You can't even talk about Marcus Garvey in Black history. You can't even talk about Malcolm X. They give you the same old George Washington Carver, Harriet Tubman, Frederick Douglass, Barack Obama, Martin Luther King type stuff. So it's not even your history month. It's your approved history month. The month where you can talk about the history that they approve. Black History Month is so Black that every day of Black History Month, look it up. Google, you know how it's Google, they'll change the search box to honor a certain person on a certain day. Every day of Black History Month has been about Mexicans. Mexicans, white people on Google, with the box where they honor or remember somebody historically. It hasn't even been about a Black person during the whole Black History Month. So that's one thing. You're goofy. Sir Will, Black people work on the rover. That doesn't mean anything. Mexicans build every building in California, but how many of their names are on it? Black people built the White House. How many of them lived inside of it? It don't matter who's working on something. It matters who is, one, funding it, and two, who's getting credit for it. Now you tell me, who's the company that built the rover? Is it owned by a Black person, a white person, an Asian person, or anybody who's of color at all? No. So who cares if some dude got a job cleaning toilets in the facility where they go and monitor the rover? It doesn't matter, dude. We need to be building our own rovers. We're not landing shit on the moon. What we're doing is watching somebody. We are helping somebody else land their shit on Mars. That's it. So stop trying to look for like, oh yeah, but Black people did this, Black people did that. If they're smart enough to land the white man's rover on Mars, why aren't they building their own rover or selling their services to him? Like, yo, we'll monitor the rover, but we won't work for. We'll do the work with you, but we're not gonna do it for you. You know, as your employee. You know what I'm saying? Because that dude helping with the rover, he just like every other Black person in America, scared to be 3 minutes late to work because he don't want to get fired. You know what I'm saying?
No. I think you're going about this the wrong way, bro. You know?
No.
I think you're going about this the wrong way. Black people are doing just as good as white people when it comes to tech. But the thing is, all this stuff costs money. You know? Unfortunately, we live in a world where white people have more money. So I agree with you that we need to make it so that we all have money as well. But we have to give credit to some of those brothers also working over there. You know, I personally think, like, I have a friend of mine working at JPL, so I have to give credit to those brothers. They're working their ass off, so you got to give them credit. You know, when it comes to Black history,
you give them credit, because when it comes time for credit to be given for that rover landed on Mars, his Black ass ain't even gonna be mentioned. Okay, they're not about to be like, we would like to thank Tyrone down in the mail room for everything that he brings to this company. That's just not gonna happen. And the ancestors just knocked his ass up out of this live stream like Tyson punched out freaking what's the dude's name?
Peter McNeely. Peter McNeely. Hold on. Hey, Sir Will, you gotta add credit to your Vodafone, your MTN line, to your MTN before you. I'm telling you, you can't be using MTN in Texas, Sir Will. Just get you a regular AT&T or T-Mobile service, man. You ain't got to use MTN in Texas, man.
What you got? I got T-Mobile. I'm gonna switch it to whatever you got now, Dennis.
I got T-Mobile too, but my T-Mobile strong. You keep logging off. You keep getting kicked off. That shit empty. You gotta switch his SIM card. You gotta switch out the MTN or Airtel SIM card or Orange SIM card for the T-Mobile one. Sir Will.
Hey Brandon, but I like what you're doing out there, man. This is excellent. And like I said to everybody, I said it's important for all of us to go all over wherever you feel comfortable. You know, some people might feel comfortable in Kenya, some in Nigeria, some in Ghana, some in Gambia, some in wherever. But at the end of the day, you know, all those people going in, even if you saw for a vacation home, all those people going in, we're gonna link up, and that's gonna push that whole Pan-African movement. You know, the African Union passport is coming up pretty soon. You know, so this is something that we're all excited about. So what you guys are doing, Brandon, you need to keep pushing for that. But we gotta have Black history, bro. We got to have Black history.
Hey, the more of us who are over here, that makes it easier for us to get things done. Easy for us to get recognized. If you look at Indians and Chinese, how did they get to where they were? They all came over here in such big numbers that the African governments could not help but to recognize it. Once someone's contributing to your economy, you have to recognize them, because you know that if you don't acknowledge them, there's a chance that they could leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gone. So all the Black people possible need to get over here. You know what I'm saying? We're in Kenya. There's a lot of, dude, I met a brother. There's a brother over here. His name's Mike. I won't say his last name. Man, this brother owns apartment buildings and all types of stuff in Kenya. Big ones.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's American. He's from Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do things over here. It's all about if you want to. You know,
you talked about that Airbnb business, and this is something that really I'm looking into it, because I've built a couple of apartments back home, but I don't think I'm gonna be building anymore because it was too much of a headache. So I'm gonna be doing that, like renting. The one thing about Africa is that you can actually rent apartments and turn them into Airbnb. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that not everybody should be building. If it's not your thing, you don't have to build. This is not like in America where you gotta, you actually have to obey by the code or whatever. In Africa, the owner just wants to get his money at the end of the month. He doesn't care what you do with the property, as long as you don't mess it up.
Look, there's no credit checks in Africa for renting an apartment. We know some of you Negroes can't get an apartment in America because you can't pass the credit check. You don't gotta worry about that in Africa. Just give them their money. You miss the rent, they come throw all your shit out the apartment. Just come over here, get your apartment. And in America, they're passing all type of laws against Airbnb.
Hold on 1 second. New Black Nations, email me the link and I will send you a link, brother. I mean, email me and I will forward you the link. So email to the chat room, who@searchforwho.com. When you email me, I'll send you the link. There we go. All right, go ahead.
You see, New Black Nation is a real Negro. Why we gotta do this the way you wanted us to do it on your show? Why we gotta send the email? Because, man, you Negroes are crazy. You can send out the link publicly. These Negroes will be on here, doing all types of stuff, cooking grits and stuff on the live stream, walking around their house, trying to show you their new PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need a screening process for Black people. I'm telling you, Black people get on this mug cooking pig feet. Talking about, I'm just niggas are crazy, bro. Like, for real. That's why the OAP has a screening process. I call everybody and I talk to them for like 15, 20 minutes before they could join the OAP. Because you will be surprised how crazy some of our people are, man. A dude was like, bro, I'm in the pen right now, but I would really like to join. I was like, first of all, how are you calling me from jail? I didn't accept no charges. Dude said he got a cell phone. Dude said he's doing a bid, 27 to life. But as soon as he gets out, he thinks he's really going to beat his case. And he wanted me to hold a plot of land for him for when he get out of jail. I said, nigga, you ain't getting out, and I'm not holding a plot of land for you.
Hey, but
that's why the screening process is important. And New Black Nation is probably crazy. And that's why they don't want to send an email. Like, dude, Dynas, this is why people get scared. How many people gave these different YouTubers their money? They don't even know what an investor group is.
Yep.
But they sending their money. Like, somebody hit me up like, Brandon, I don't deal with banks. I'm 85 years old. Is there any way I could pay you in food stamps, the book kind that's made of paper? I was like, no. Like, you don't have a bank account, but you want to invest in Africa. This is impossible. So, like, no, you have to do a screening process. That's why you have to send an email to Dynas and get an email sent back to you so you can be on this show. Because we just got a lot of messed up people in our community. A lot of crazies are hiding out in the Pan-Africanist space, you know? And we got to keep their ass off the airways.
Hey, Brandon, like, how much you pay for your Airbnb out there, if you don't mind me asking?
Per month?
Yeah.
One is $300 a month, and the other one is $240 a month.
So, like, and then how much you gonna be spending? Like, how much it's gonna cost to rent it out?
Oh, I charge like anywhere between $25 and $50 a night. Airbnb has like a thing where they adjust the price based on demand, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never done an Airbnb, so I don't know.
Right. So they adjust the price. So if demand is high, the price goes up. If demand is low, the price goes down. But one of these apartments is like a penthouse on a rooftop. So this one is always in demand. I have to block it off when I come to stay here, because if I don't, people try to book it for like 2-3 months at a time. You know?
Wow.
Dude, I had some Arab dudes stay here. This nigga was trying to cook with charcoal in the microwave, dude. Just a crazy ass white Arab dude. Like, the nigga went in I guess he never saw a microwave before. He tried to put charcoal in the microwave and cook with that stuff in the microwave. It was the craziest. But
and how does it work? You have somebody on the ground taking care of the property, or how does that work?
Yeah, you can hire somebody. I have somebody who's like a personal friend who comes and maintains the apartment, and her auntie cleans the apartment for us and stuff like that. But you know, when you put your payment information, you put your card on the website. So when you get paid, it comes to you, and then you just pay them.
Oh, I see. Interesting. So what would you say is the best city in Africa, like the best spot for Airbnb and things like that? I mean, I know you haven't been everywhere, but you know, based on where you've been, you know. Of course, Nairobi is up there. Nairobi is up there, but I don't know what you think about Dar es Salaam or Kigali or Lagos or you know, any of those.
Any of those main cities are good. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Because what you'll realize in Africa is the majority of your customers are not going to be tourists. They're going to be people from that country. So wherever the country has people, that's why the Airbnbs work in Kenya, because a lot of Kenyans have money. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Kenyans like cheat on their wives and go to Nairobi to be with their girlfriend for the weekend. So these are going to be your customers for your Airbnbs. So you put the Airbnb in a place where the local people have money, and you're going to be successful, because the majority of my customers come from less than 25 miles away, right? So anywhere where the people have money. Don't put an Airbnb in Swaziland. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to make no money. But South Africa, Kigali, Dar es Salaam, Nairobi, Addis Ababa, place like that. Yeah, that's why I think it's best in East Africa too, because Man, I heard in Ghana they was trying to charge some astronomical prices for Airbnb,
Yeah.
like $100 a night.
Oh yeah, but like
You know, I found a decent Airbnb in Ghana when I was there a couple of years ago. I paid like maybe $60 a night for a 1 bedroom, like $50, $60 a night. It was cool. Wi-Fi, but the Wi-Fi didn't damn work.
Yeah, but that's about the same price as a hotel, though.
Wi-Fi didn't work.
Well, you come to Kenya and the Wi-Fi is included in the building when you rent your apartment. It's free Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Huh.
Oh, wow.
But like in Kenya, do you have to pay, like, I know in Nigeria and Ghana, they have that system. I think Gambia too, to a lesser extent, where you have to pay 2 years in advance or some crap like that?
Nah, no.
No? Okay, good.
No, you just pay the first and last month's rent and pay your rent on time.
Brandon, that's it. Well, hold on, Brandon. In West Africa, man, you gotta pay at least 1 year up front.
No. In Ivory Coast, you don't. In Ivory Coast, it's like 2 months for the deposit and 2 months ahead, and that's it. So 4 months.
Oh, okay, that's good. I know Sierra Leone, Nigeria, the majority spots, you gotta pay about a year. Except for Ghana, I think Ghana you can pay month to month, but a lot of these spots, they want their money up front for the year.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah.
No, here you just pay the first and last month's rent.
Okay.
So
yeah, that's
something
to look into.
I mean, look, everybody got Airbnbs now. A lot of YouTubers who were like, "Oh, Airbnb's not a good idea in Kenya." Now all of a sudden they got Airbnbs. You know what I'm saying? They just wasn't up on it.
And while we're talking about investment, I'm gonna pitch in an idea for some people. Like next year, there's gonna be like the African Cup for soccer. I think it's gonna be in Cameroon, right? So if people should look into the idea of Airbnb, I'm gonna look into it. You know. So I don't know how is it in Cameroon. I'm gonna try to find out. I got some people from Cameroon I gotta ask to. But that should be a good idea too in Cameroon because everybody's gonna be going there for the African Cup, and so that should be some good investment too.
That's crazy. A year's rent up front. That's not the place for me. I ain't giving nobody nothing up front for an apartment.
Yeah.
You give them a year's rent and they be sold the apartment.
Yeah, especially if you live in the US and you're not there all the time. Yeah, definitely.
Right. So yeah, people are goofy. Yeah, people are goofy as hell. But yeah, so you know, Kenya is great. You know what I'm saying? The Wi-Fi is cool. I think the Wi-Fi on the coastal region is even better than in the city. But
makes sense.
Other than that, I mean, there's nothing else you could say other than, you know, count up your coins, try to get to Africa as soon as possible. So you have a good experience and you can see what part of Africa appeals to you. You know? Because look, have you guys ever watched the channel Black American?
Yeah, of course.
Kobe is the full evolution of coonery, dog. If you stay in America too long, you're going to end up thinking like Kobe, just crazy looking black dude who stalks everybody's channel. This dude be stalking my channel talking about, Brandon, I'm very fascinated by you. Of course you are, dude. You're weird. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
Yeah, but Brandon,
go to Africa, man.
I agree with you. Go to Africa, but you know, you gotta stop with propping people like that clown over in Detroit, who is trying to get away with do away with Black History Month or whatever. You can't excuse some of those things. That guy is a clown.
The guy's not gonna get elected, one. And two, who cares? That's what I'm telling you, Sir Will. You gotta just stop even thinking about people who are doing stuff that's irrelevant to what you're trying to do. Who cares about Black History Month? I don't. And is this guy going to be able to get rid of Black History Month? No. So it's a non-issue.
I agree, but the thing is, Brandon, is that we all got to be united on one thing, which is that
no, we don't.
Black people have suffered. It's kind of like the Jewish. I don't care if you're talking about the conservative Jewish guy or a liberal Jewish guy. They all hate anything that has to do with the Holocaust. If you talk about the Holocaust, they're going to stone you. So as Black people, no matter where we're from, we all need to be united on one thing, which is that slavery was bad. colonization was bad, and everything black people are going through toward the world is bad. We should be united on at least one thing. I think that. And anybody who is not going for that, we should stone
Okay,
him.
tell me this. Why is Black history important?
Black history is important so that we can let people know some of the things that that Black people have been going through. It's a reminder. It's a reminder for other people also to know that, hey, we got Black people living here too.
Okay, so do we talk about the parts that people really need to know, or is it just like a month of misery when we talking about people getting beat down, people getting assassinated? Like, all we talked about this Black History Month is who killed Malcolm X.
Oh,
So
no, I mean,
that's all we talked about.
Yeah, you can talk about that, but you shouldn't be saying things like, should Black history be implemented or not? We can talk about the contents. I agree with that. We should probably talk about more success stories and things like that. But who killed Malcolm X is actually pretty relevant because it shows that the FBI is,
brother Will, we already knew the FBI and the CIA were involved like that.
But
Right.
they haven't come out about it.
I mean, that's not new news.
Yeah, but the FBI needs to acknowledge that thing. The FBI needs to come out and say, yeah, we did this.
They acknowledge the United States government acknowledged that they who played a role in killing Martin Luther King Jr. But I mean, what's that going to change?
It doesn't mean anything. Bro, listen. They need to acknowledge in this and that. You mean the same FBI that all the Black people loved and trusted when they were talking about Trump being in collusion with Russia? We're retarded, bro. Like, we believe the FBI when they talk about Trump, but suddenly the FBI is lying when they talk about a Black person.
Let me answer that. Let me answer that. Let me answer that.
Listen.
Yeah.
Wait. We're
Yeah,
goofy, dog. We're goofy as hell, and we're hypocritical. That's all I'm saying. Black History Month don't do nothing but put Negroes full of hypocrisy and goofiness on display, dude. Just like Juneteenth. Let's celebrate a bunch of Negroes who was ignorant, didn't know they was no longer slaves. Should have known they wasn't slaves because they should have been going crazy just trying to get off that plantation every day. Now we got a holiday, Juneteenth. Like, no, dude. Give me a holiday like Christmas, where it's nothing but all the good stuff that we did and great stuff, and everybody's getting presents. Negroes don't even celebrate Kwanzaa like they should, but be like, nah, we gotta celebrate Juneteenth, some old slavery stuff. We just goofy, dog. That's just the way it is. Some of us can't get right, and we need to just leave these Negroes with the Black History Month in America with Kobe and his African lady, just to be goofy. And we need to go to Africa and do our own thing. And I digress.
I agree. We need to go to Africa to do our own thing. But the FBI needs to come out. And when you talk about the FBI, when it comes to the whole Trump investigation or whatnot, one thing you have to realize is that even the broken clock is right twice a day. So if the FBI comes out and actually acknowledge that, that's a good thing. That's what we want. We want anybody who did wrong to come out and say that they did wrong. Obama went there and attacked Gaddafi, and Obama came out and said, hey, I regret doing this shit. You know what I mean? It's important for somebody to come out and say, okay, I know what I did, and I'm sorry for doing that. Then we can ask, hey, what you gonna do about it?
They ain't gonna do shit about it. I'll give you that in a short answer. Go ahead. Hey, let love life of Africa talk.
Hey, Brandon. Hey, man, how you doing, brother? How you doing? Can y'all hear me good?
Yeah, we hear you. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, guys, how you guys doing? How are y'all doing? Hey, I agree with you, Brandon, bro. It's not gonna propel us forward by them saying anything. It's all about us taking our money and coming together and investing in Africa and putting it where it needs to be at and building our homes and our lives there. You're right, brother. I'm with you 100% on that. And I stand behind you 100% on that. All your movements, everything you've been doing and how you talk, bro, because it's real. It's real. A lot of us, we need to hear this. We need to hear this, and it needs to be displayed on a public setting so that way people can kind of perceive it in a different way. and kind of see where we're coming from with things. We're tired of this. We're tired of nothing really going on, nothing happening, and we're tired of our people accepting nothing happening. So I'm with you, brother, 100%. It's time to get together and invest our money. So that's another thing too we don't talk about is investments in our community. And see, you're hitting on that. You're hitting on investment. So is Dynas. You know what I mean? And that's why I always watch you guys, because you guys talk about the financial aspect. And that right there needs to be brought to our community in order to elevate us, even in Africa. And just to get to Africa, we need to have the finances. You feel me? And like you said, people can't even pay their rent month to month. You know what I mean? They want to talk about this, that, and the third. So it's like, man, put your mind and your money and your time and your energy into the right investments, the right spaces to be able to produce something. And then we can talk. And see, that's why I like you guys, because y'all produced it. You guys produced it. And now we talking. You mean, and now you bringing the real to the forefront about, you know what, brothers, y'all got to take this money, put this money into where it needs to be at, and stop complaining about shit that ain't never gonna change. Period.
Hey,
I agree with you.
Sir Wilden came to America and just got ghetto. Negro that fell in love with pickles and peppermint. You know they just like a pickle and a peppermint. Sir Wilden fell in love with that with the Kool-Aid sprinkled on top.
Yeah.
Hey,
you go for that. Hey, you go for that. Yeah, hey, the coonery. It's all about the coonery, man. We can't keep doing this. We can't keep participating in this, man. We can't.
No.
That's why I love you too, Brandon, because look at, brother, look it up. I accept my whole culture and me being Nigerian and I'm African American raised, right? And you know, our families, they don't be knowing nothing. And then we bring it to their forefront and then they look at us crazy. But this is really where we from. This is really our people. Yep. This is really our history. This is really us. So why can't we represent that? And I walk around with a Nigerian flag on my shirt, and then I got brothers out here looking at me crazy, but they don't even know that's your flag, brother.
Bro, listen.
You know what I mean?
I have never got called Nigerian more than when I walked through Kenya. Everybody's like, are you Nigerian? Are you Nigerian? Are you Nigerian? Like, it's clear we're Nigerians, because even every African all over Africa is just like, oh, that dude's a Nigerian. They don't even think of you as a Black American first, because you know, a lot of Nigerians got real good English. So when you talk with good English, people are more likely to think that you're Nigerian than Black American, because they say Black Americans twist up the English. Like, our English is very fast and slangish. So if you speak proper, they're gonna think you're a Nigerian before they even think you're a Black American. What's up with Black Nation?
Yeah, brother Black Nations, go ahead, unmute yourself. Black Nations.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, I just don't like sitting here hearing when you come down on Black Americans like that. Like, we just sitting out here being ignorant stuff. Some of us got good careers. Some of us went to college. Some of us are in our careers working right now.
Thank you.
And everyone in Black America probably don't even want to go to Africa like that. It's something you have to want to go to. You don't just shit on people because they're not thinking about Africa. Believe me, everybody Black probably in America have once thought about going to Africa, but that ain't on their minds like that. Some people, it's a lot of stuff going on. Some people got sick, people in their families. It's a lot of stuff. People are going through things right now, right?
What?
Black Nation.
That's why you wrong. That's why you wrong.
Listen, wait, Sir Will,
Hold on.
Wait, niggas is ignorant. It's time for us to stop trying to live in this delusional fun world. Black Americans, I'm a Black American. I've been dealing with Black people all my life. As a majority, we are very ignorant, bro. That's just the way it is, bro. My grandma, my mom, my grandpa, niggas is ignorant, dog. That's it. If you own it, you can fix it. But if you keep on trying to, but man, people going through stuff and all that stuff, the jig is up, bro. Everybody has figured out. We are willfully ignorant, meaning you don't have to be ignorant because you got some sense, but you choose to be ignorant. We make a choice every day to be ignorant. You just talked about how Black people, a lot of them got good jobs. The fact that you equate our progress as a people to whether we have a good job or not, that just shows you lost in that Negro being Kool-Aid. Having a good job ain't got nothing to do with nothing, bro, because a job can be taken away from you like that. You got a job, but what do you own? What can you create? You know, are you living in fear of losing that job? If you lose it, can you feed your family? It's time to stop taking pride in just being, you know, the lapdog of the white man. We got to go forge our own destiny and legacy, blaze a trail, and create a new path, dog. Like, I'm not about to start being easy on black people, because who has ever gotten anywhere being nice to black people? Nobody. The nicer you are to black people, the more they take advantage of you. That's it. When white people needed black people to do stuff like slavery, was they like, oh, you niggas is so smart and you kind and you know the stuff off the movie The Help when she was talking to that little cracker? No. They said, nigga, get in there and build this up. And if you didn't do it, they cut out your tongue. You know, I'm just joking. That's all Jacob.
Yeah.
But for real, a lot of people, we are not moved by kindness. You just got to be real with black folks. You just have to criticize them until they make a change, or they just fizzle out. Because that's the only time I've ever seen black people do anything worth doing, was when somebody just was either beating them, shooting them, or something, like how with the Black Lives Matter stuff, or just criticizing. Every nation, every culture has people who criticize that culture. Jewish people have people who are Jewish, comedians and stuff, who criticize the way they do things. And when the people do that, that kind of awakens the consciousness of the people, like, yo, we need to make a little bit of change. We need to do that amongst our people, bro. Just because somebody work at the Sizzler, don't mean that America is now the new promised land, bro. This doesn't work that way. Africa is the way of the future. If you're not trying to go to Africa, you need to do something in America. If you're not doing that, then you're just a bum, dude. I mean, I'm sorry. This is the nicest way I can put it. You're not of any use to our people.
Well, you know what? As long as I'm working and I'm traveling where I want to go and saving money, that's all I need to do. I only do
But
nothing.
the thing is,
Nobody else.
Black Nation, here's the thing though. How are you gonna be saving money? Like Brendan said, in America, it's really hard to save money unless you have like a side gig or a business or like a good job. So what Dennis and Brendan are saying is that basically you should look at Africa as an other option, meaning that, for example, I know this other girl, she works for, I'm not going to say where she works at, but she works at home. Somebody like that working at home and then paying you rent, for example, $1,000 a month doesn't make sense. And then spending all this money on bills, whereas you can go in Africa, live for much cheaper and still enjoy yourself. Because believe it or not, being in Africa, that shit feels good, bro. I mean, I'm getting ready to go. That shit feels good. When you are in Africa, and I know that's why Brandon and Diners, that's why they're out there all the time, is that there's something therapeutic about that peace of mind. And let's not fool ourselves. You have to get that money right. And in Africa, unless you have a good business, it's really hard. So if you have an online business in America, for example, and you live in Africa, man, you're gonna be making it.
See, what about? I was gonna say something on that, Cyril. My bad about interrupting.
Yeah, no, you go ahead, brother. You go.
Appreciate that. I was gonna say, yeah, he was talking about having a good job and everything like that. But us in the workplace, a lot of times we go through ridicule and we go through scrutiny as black people. So then it's like we either take that or then we peel off. See, I'm a commercial electrician by trade, right? And I went to school and everything for that, and I actually built big buildings like Hollisters and different things, right? Commercial buildings. And by me working for this company, I was the first I'm 28, so I was the first black man on this company, and they're all white. And I thought it was all right at first, I'm just gonna work, and they scrutinized me to the point to where I was like, you know what, bro, I'm cool. And I walked away from that and invested into myself and my own company. In my own business, so I wouldn't have to go through the scrutiny of myself. And I have a clothing company, and then I'm spreading that out further, and we're trying to reach other type of you could say markets, so to speak, for investment. You know what I mean? Because I got tired of going through the scrutiny of dealing with people that weren't like me, and basically they terrorize you in those type of workplaces. So it's like, why you want to go through that, bro? Take the money, that same money that you're getting from those checks, save it up or whatever. Like he said, save it, invest it in something that you know is gonna boom and bubble, and then go to Africa. Period.
Yeah, it's so much.
That way you don't have to deal with it.
It's so much more cheap to live in Africa on the budget than living in America, where you gotta be going after check by check. You stress all the time. when I'm in Africa, man, I'm all relaxed. I don't even want to come to America, bro. If it wasn't because I have kids, and I'm trying to figure out how I can take my kids with me to Africa. But that's the main point. You gotta figure out the best business that's gonna bring you money, and
And you
the
can
online.
take those trades with you back to the continent and give it to our people.
Oh hey, hell yeah.
Take those trades with you and build our continent up with our people. And then you share that and you teach our people, and then now you have a bunch of electricians or a bunch of plumbers or a bunch of whatever. And then now there you
Brandon
go.
said one
Boom.
thing. Brandon said one thing. He said that in Africa, we ain't got there's no credit. They ain't gonna check your credit or whatnot, and that's true. But guess what? That's an opportunity for somebody who is smart to put some type of system in place where every landlord can vouch for a new person renter. I'm saying that because I've had that issue now, because I rented one of my studios to this one kid, and this one kid, I was trying to get him out. I wish I had his rental history before. I wouldn't have let him in. But then I was like, you know what? If somebody come up with some type of system like in the US, man, they're gonna make a killing. So that's an opportunity right there for some of those brothers listening who want to come in or something like that. I'm not gonna do it, but that's
right.
Just,
and another thing too that I like that. Right, and see something else that I like that Brandon said about his membership with his OAP is he vets his people. You vet your people before you let them in. That's a big thing that we don't do, period, in our community. And you vet your people, Brandon, and that's cool, because you're right. You have a lot of people who are just crazies. You never know how they're going to be, just way out. So I just wanted to thank you, brothers, for everything. You know what I mean? And really appreciate your process of how you're doing with our community and how you're doing with your community, Brandon.
People be like,
thank you. Thank you
Black
for joining
Nation's
us.
out here talking about, I don't like hearing what Brandon is saying. Well, if you don't like what I'm saying, don't listen and go out and do your own thing. That's the problem with me. That's the only problem I have with Black Americans. For as much as they criticize people who speak negatively of Black Americans, what are they doing to change it? Because what we're saying is not a lie. It's true. It's true. So what are you doing to change the culture? Nothing. Just don't talk about it. It's like your mom when you was young, right? Remember when you was young, your parents would be wrong, it's two left shoes, but they'll tell you you was being disrespectful if you pointed out where they was like lying or being hypocritical about something. And the answer was, oh yeah, you disrespectful. Not, you know what? I'm going to try not to be a hypocrite. I'm going to try to be a better example to you. Nah, you disrespectful like me. I really try not to lie to my daughter. I really try not to be a hypocrite in front of her, because I never want her to look at me like, yo, my dad is a straight up hypocrite and he lies all the time. Black Americans, we're very hypocritical, and we tell ourselves a lot of lies, right? We feed ourselves a lot of lies, and a lot of who we are is built upon a lot of dishonesty and deception. And we refuse to acknowledge that. We just don't want nobody to point out what we're doing. But at the same time, we feel like we're in a unique position to tell everybody else how they need to live. And it's like, if you want to be telling other people how they need to live, you got to lead by example. That's the problem with people like Black Nation. Bro, you talk about working at Sizzler, dog. Period. Talk
You say
about
singular. Did you say singular?
Sizzler.
Oh, I gotta use that singular. I'm like singular.
You know Sizzler, steak and shrimp.
Hell yeah, no Sizzler. You go in Sizzler and get the all you can eat salad bar. $10.99. All you can eat salad bar.
And you gonna have all you could poop food poisoning 3 hours later.
Yeah.
But Sizzler. We sit up, and that just shows you how ignorant we are and how enamored we are by just being close to white folks. No, man, we can't go to Africa and give up our good position right up under the white man's nuts. Hell no, nigga, you crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like slaves criticizing other slaves for wanting to run away from the plantation. You know what I'm saying? Now you can't go nowhere. Dude, get your mind up out the gutter, homie. Get your mind up out of ignorance. Don't come on this show telling me you don't like what you're hearing. What you're hearing is the truth, dog. And if you don't want to hear, and if you are tired, if you don't want to hear this, then you either need to not listen or work on changing the reality of the situation. You know, but this dude, he'll get on here and talk about what he don't like hearing, but he won't get on here talking about what he's doing to change the culture. Dinus, we got on here and talk to these black folks about Trump and don't vote for Biden and stuff like that. They didn't listen to it. They did what they want to do. So now we criticize. They don't want that either. You just, black folks, they're going to be stuck on the Negro hamster wheel forever. Some of us are going to have the wisdom to jump off and go do our own thing. And those are the people I'm trying to deal with. And the rest of you who ain't trying to do that, I mean, God bless you, more power to you, but you're not going to get any sympathy or energy from me. I'm just going to call you out for what you is, and that's it. At the end of the day.
Yes, sir. Let's see if we got any more callers in, Brandon. I'll let you go. I know it's late out there. Guys, again, hit that like button. Please hit that like button. Also, Shaheen Peak, if you want to call back in, you have the link. Go ahead and call back in. Again, you have the link. Shaheen Peak.
Yeah, everybody be like, what is this? What is that? You're going to have to start coming to Africa so you can learn about that. Ain't nobody going to stop doing what they doing. Like, let me go check and see what the situation with the commercial driver license is in Africa. If that's your passion, you're going to have to come here and go look into that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really like a person who's trying to do construction. So I'm not going to be into that. I'm going to pay an African here to build my stuff. You know, you could come build my stuff if you know how to do construction work. You know what I'm saying? I'll pay you, but you got to come here. You know, at the end of the day, that's it. So we just need to do more. We need to get to work and do less talking. You know, all YouTube streams should be shorter this year than they were last year, because that means we'll be doing less talking and more working. If you still got time to do 3-hour YouTube streams, you ain't working hard enough. Period. Like,
there we go.
Not you, Dinus. Not you, Dinus. You put in some work.
I don't take it. Listen, I don't take it personal, Brandon. You know, we good. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. You know, if it doesn't apply, let it fly.
Get your ass to work, dude. You know, I got the Pan-African morning show every morning at 7 a.m. I haven't been doing it because I'm in Africa. But as soon as I get back to America, it's on and cracking, dog. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Dinus. Man, look, there's this town in Kenya, right? It's called Malindi. Bro, there's a lot of old Italians living there, like old, decrepit white folks. They all dying off and they all moving back to Italy. The Africans there told me, they said, Brandon, we want the Black Americans to come here because we want you guys to boost the economy. The Italians are leaving, so the economy's going down. But you guys can come boost the economy.
Hey, Brandon, I'm gonna grab my charger. Brandon, I'm gonna grab my charger real quick. Just give me 10 seconds, but go ahead. Keep going.
Okay. So, like, I was standing in a bed and breakfast over there, and it's owned by an old white Italian lady. And I asked her, like, yo, how much would it be to buy this place? Super nice place. The lady was like, $140,000. You could buy a bed and breakfast, super nice, all kinds of rooms, pool, you know what I'm saying, strong Wi-Fi, beautiful place, man. Beautiful place, right? It's like 140 G's. 140 G's. You spending $500,000 on a shack. You got a fully operational bed and breakfast in Malindi. You can open a bar and grill, all that, and really be contributing to the economy, creating jobs, and making money. Instead, you're talking about working at the fucking Sizzler. Tell me what kind of sense does that make, guys? It doesn't make any damn sense. We got whole areas in Africa where people want us to come there because they need us there to help to build an economy. And you talking about I work at the IHOP, dude. I got an excellent position over here working at the AutoZone, dude. I'm not giving this up. I ain't giving up working at Chuck E. Cheese to go to North Africa. You sound crazy. You sound crazy. So it's like, when I hear stuff like that, I'm like, dude, The opportunity is here. All we got to do is get it cracking. I went to a bar right now. They selling a bar. I'm giving you guys business opportunity. They're selling a bar right now, bro. A real bar. It's a bar and grill. It's nice as hell. It's called Sasha. All the police officers in Kalifi County, all the lawyers, judges, they all go eat there and drink there. The place is nice. It's like outside, inside, outdoor, indoor. It needs some improvement as far as like the ground and stuff. You probably have to repave the ground because it's outdoor, indoor. But the place is poorly managed. You know, it's like they always running out of goat meat. They always running out of ice. They always run out of beer and stuff like that. And the owner just kind of doesn't care about it. But all these powerful people go to this place to eat and drink. I asked the owner how much it costs. He said, man, 4 million Kenyan shillings. 4 million. Do you realize that's only 40,000 bucks? You go there, repave the ground, manage the place better, keep everything fully stocked. You got judges, doctors, and lawyers coming in that place. You're gonna make a ton of money. There's too many opportunities for you to still be talking about I'm proud because I work at the damn OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? You sound crazy as hell. You could be an owner in Africa, an owner for like 30 bands, 20 bands. And one of my friends over there was like, Brandon, screw buying this place. You can open your own place better than this place and make more money. That's opportunities. Y'all don't want opportunity. Y'all just want handouts. Y'all want comfort. Me, I want an opportunity. I want to put some money in something, and next thing you know, you like, look at Brandon's fat butt. He over there living good up in Kenya. You know what I'm saying? Because there's people already doing it.
Black nations, go ahead.
I just have a problem with what you're saying. Like, it's like, no, it's like you just trying to, like, you don't even know me, right? And I'm not taking this personal, but it's just off of what you know. You don't even know what I got. You don't know what city, what I'm working for, or who I work for, but you won't hear talk about we working for Sizzlers and stuff. It's people that who got better than you have. It don't matter.
Who do you work for? Who do you work for?
For the city of Dallas. That's what I work for. I work for a high position, and I only need to tell you what I need.
And they can fire your ass tomorrow, and in 6 months, your ass gonna be talking about damn money getting tight. That's it.
In law enforcement, I will not be laid off because I already know already. I will not. Not in my position. I will not. And if
so who cares? In law enforcement.
So what are you talking about?
Okay, bro. So in law enforcement, you won't be laid off. You can't go to anywhere right now and just be like, I ain't coming to work for the next 2 years. I'm doing my own thing. You can't. You're black in law enforcement. You're eating crow every day. Let's be real.
Listen, you don't know the inner beings. First of all, the inner workings of law enforcement. First of all, I can take off for 2 months and be paid for it. 2 months.
My uncle is a cop, bro. You're a black.
I'm not a cop.
That means you're at the whatever you are.
First of all,
you're working.
I am not
at the bottom, firmly.
I am not a cop. No, I'm not. I'm not at the bottom. I am an investigator, first of all. Let's get that straight.
Bro, listen, it doesn't matter. You still getting a paycheck from somebody else.
Okay, but still though, I still invest. I'm just trying to tell you that every black person is not how you describing them. You're not finna sit on here and talk about black Americans like that. While you sitting on your bed talking and probably eating and growing your stomach. You're not finna sit here and talk about it. I get what you're saying. I see you want to motivate us and all that, but you need to inspire more.
I don't want to motivate you.
But I just think
I don't want to motivate you. I'm not motivating nobody who sit up and defend ignorance, dog. Like, come on, bro.
I haven't defended no ignorance.
You are. Don't be talking about black Americans because, you know, we eat chitlins every day with hog dogs, and there's something special about that. I agree there is something special about that. But that's not going to excuse the ignorance that we display as a whole, bro. You're an investigator. That's the thing I don't like. You talk about us as a whole, but all you got is your individual accomplishments, bro. I'm talking about black people as a whole not doing shit.
Hold on,
You being an investigator don't got nothing to do with that.
hold on. Do you know what I do with my proceeds and my money? And
It doesn't matter what you
I help
do.
my
What are
community.
your people
I help
doing?
my community. Not, I don't go to another community. I help my community.
You don't have a community.
Yes, I do. I'm a part of the black.
Your community is a bunch of gangbangers
In
and
America.
a bunch of
I
people
don't
who
run
don't
to
got
other
life right
communities.
now, bro. That's
I help
it.
my community.
So
And I
there's
help
no
my
community
community
there.
first. And I don't talk down on my community because I'm a black man. That's
If
why.
you go in your community and say, I work in law enforcement, they will shun you, bro. They will shun you. So keep speaking about this community that will reject you totally and about how much you're doing for them. Tell me about that part.
In which they have a right to do. We have a history in America where black people have been oppressed by the law, right?
Now we're talking
they
about
have
the
a right.
Black
They
America.
have a right to feel that way. They can feel that way. It don't bother me because I know the history of it, and that's why black history important. That's why black history is important to black Americans. Why are you trying to act like it's not important? Your big ass gonna sit over there in Africa and forget where the fuck you come from, and one of them Chinese companies gonna slip up.
I came from Africa.
Here we go.
Listen,
okay, listen, Black Nation, look.
No,
Listen,
no.
I came from Africa. Just like I came from Black America, I came from Africa. I've been forgetting where I came from. I come from a bunch of ignorant niggas in America. I ain't forgot about y'all Negroes. I know you very well. We're not going to pretend like we're something we're not. We're not going to do that. You work in law enforcement, so you've seen the highest level of Negro ignorance. But now all of a sudden, we got to sit up and die on our shield of Negro ignorance so you feel comfortable. It doesn't work that way, bro. Your people are lost. They don't know what they don't know up from down or left from right. They say, who killed Malcolm X? While voting for the same people who killed Malcolm X. We're lost, bro. And now we're getting our people in real direction.
Hold on, brother. No one is thinking about who killed Malcolm X. That is not our problem today. Our problem right now in Texas is about where's the next fucking water bottle at. That's the problem. Ain't nobody thinking about no damn Malcolm X. That's what you think was going on.
If you had a community, you wouldn't have to worry about that.
That's why you think that we worried about Malcolm X, because you out of the loop and you just see what they broadcast.
What loop? What loop? Y'all dudes can't listen, bro. The power went out. Niggas couldn't even go buy generators and water. What loop? There's no loop. It's just a bunch of black people doing every man for himself. Same thing you did. We talk about the community in general. Oh, but I'm an investigator. You play every man for himself too. But when I talk about black people, it hurts your feelings. So you feel like I'm gonna jump on this show and defend black people.
Hey, brother, I'm not hurt. I just want to correct you on a couple of things. That's all. That's all that is. I'm not hurt. I'm not hurt about your words. It's just words. But you're not gonna sit here and just talk about black people like you just some big shot because you'd have found one little gig and you think you're doing so real big. I'm not. I'm just saying, you're not gonna come at our heads like that because we don't roll like that. We not. Somebody got to come over here and check you. And I'm not saying I'm checking you in a disrespectful way, but we got to check what you're saying.
Nobody can check me because I have actions to back up my words. Look, the best way to be uncheckable in the Negro community is to actually do the shit you say you're gonna do. Once that happens, you are in the top 1 percentile of all black people. Because 99.9% of black folks don't do nothing at all and don't do nothing they say they're gonna do. Come on, dude. Black people in America will sit up and borrow money from you, bro, and then start an argument with you the day they're supposed to pay you back, just so they don't got to give you back your money. And you talking about you ain't gonna come Black Americans like that. Black America. I know how we do.
Brother, one more thing. Give me 5 things that black people do right in America.
Well, one thing black people do right that I think is commendable is, you know, if you send them to like McDonald's for you to buy some food because I'm fat, you know, niggas will knock a couple French fries out of the cart into the bottom of the bag. So when they give you your food, they'll be able to eat some of your damn fries off the bottom of the bag. That's one thing I think is very exceptional and commendable that we do. Another thing that we do is we love hyping up somebody and then hating on them behind their back, right? We love when somebody's successful. We criticize them until they have success. We do that well, you know what I'm saying? We love talking about people personally when they talk about our situation generally. We do that well too. You know, and we also prop up white people in their position of power over us.
I was meaning positive things, not negative stuff. I was talking about building. Are you into building the black community? You need to be building black community.
There is no black community, bro. There is no black community.
So why are you talking?
Black people,
what are you talking about?
In America.
I'm sorry,
Dynasty. In America.
Sorry, Dynasty, but this is the kind of dude that you got on your platform. All he doing is
listen.
Black Nation,
listen.
Well, I agree with Brandon. There is no black community in America.
Hey, listen, Black Nation. Let's keep it real. The black community in America want nothing more than to do everything white folks tell them to do. They can't have a community because they don't even see the value of each other.
Hey, listen, if white people tell your ass that you can't come in the U.S. no more, your ass can't come back in the U.S. And if they say your fat ass gonna stay in America because you don't got, as a black man, you don't got shit. You don't got no rights like that. Stop getting on these platforms like you a big bad dude.
I agree with you.
White folks.
Black Nation. I agree with you.
They get you. So don't get
I agree with you.
And they'll shoot you down.
I agree with you.
So
man, I agree with you.
What black people can't do. No, the
listen.
Yes.
I agree with you.
All right.
I agree with you. We don't have no rights in America. That's why I'm telling black folks,
have no rights.
Might as well go to Africa.
They work in Africa too. They have province over there too.
Here we go. Here we go with the white man is Thanos. Here we go.
Oh, brother, I'm just trying to tell them that you can't sit here and try to act like you okay. I'm gonna leave America and shit can't follow you. If they can get Bin Laden ass, they can get his ass.
But I'm not Bin Laden. I'm not doing nothing Bin Laden was doing. So how's that terrible?
You don't have to do nothing. It's a lot of us ain't did nothing. I'm just trying to tell you, brother.
You want some speculation? You sound like one of my.
All they gotta do is put a little piece of chicken or steak out for you. They get you.
They might get me. No, they might get me. But guess what? If they do get me, they gonna say, damn, that's that nigga put in a lot of work. We gotta get rid of niggas like him. You know what I'm saying? Because I see them for who they are. And I'm telling my people, you need to be planning on getting the hell away from these crackers. That's it.
All right.
It ain't no two ways about it.
You also need to bring some also balance it out. If you're gonna bring negativity, bring the positive about it. That's all I'm saying.
Man, I'm bringing the positive action, bro. I bring the positive with action, man. Come on, man. Like, look, what I did with OAP, people didn't even think it could be done, bro. Yo, let me tell you how much community you got in America. You got so much black community, you can't even get black people to send you $5 in the mail because they think you're going to scam them. Because so many black people from the black community have run scams on black people. That's how much community you got. Every other group in America can say, look, we doing this, and get everybody in their group to put in something. Black people, you get about 1% who will actually donate you money. Not even donate, just to invest in something that's going to benefit them. That's why you don't got no black-owned hospitals. That's why you ain't got nothing black-owned in none of these cities that does any type of, real work on a large scale socially. Because why? We don't see the value in each other. So what black people need to do is they need to go back to Africa to restore their African mindset, where you see the value in each other and you can work together to build stuff. If you put 10 Nigerians in a room, 10 Black Americans in a room, 10 Somalians in a room, 10 Indians in a room, 10 Chinese, 10 Cubans, I guarantee you, if you told them, look, I'm gonna give all y'all $50,000, $100,000, and I want y'all to open up a liquor store or a dry cleaner, I guarantee you, all those other groups will have that store opened up within 2 months. Black people will still be arguing about who gets to be in charge of the money, who gets to be in charge of what color the paint gonna be on the wall, who gets to be in charge of this, that's what we do. Because we just don't trust each other and we don't see the value in each other. And Dinas, you know that's true. You know that's true. Because we're doing that right now. Now, you get a rapper to get on TV and say, y'all, send me $5,000 because y'all niggas are stupid. We gonna have our checkbooks open. Where do I send the money? Because all we do here is our culture is trends, chasing trends. You know what I'm saying? Jumping on whatever's popular, and the trend always changes. So we have no stability, dog. That's it. We look, you got, I'm telling you, bro, let me give you an example. You got a channel on YouTube where the dude runs a challenge from Texas. Texas is having a problem. The biggest black channel on YouTube in our sphere is run by a guy from Texas. This dude just spent multiple years talking about dumb stuff, Karen and what Karen's doing. Now there's blackouts all over Texas. What can he do to fix that? Nothing. Because he ain't been talking about nothing useful. There's no type of structure, no type of contingency plan, nothing. All he can do is jump on TV and still talk about, well, Karen did this, Karen did that. Now there's a problem right where he's at, and he can't do shit about it. Why? Because we don't build no institution. We don't have no community. Because all we focused on is goofball shit. That's just the reality of who we are as a people in the United States. And when we accept that, we can change it. But as long as we keep living in denial, we will constantly be in the same place.
So what?
And I hate to tell you that.
We have a
You're
lot.
smarter than me because you're an investigator, Walker, Texas Ranger. But guess what? I can see the reality.
We have a lot of distractions in our community. A lot of distractions. We got hip hop. We got our people. We got a lot of stuff that's distracting us in this country. But we all have to work together. That first of all, our history should pin us together from the jump. The way we've been treated in America. That's what should pin us together already. That we should have been past all of this trying to get together and put the money together. That should have just been there already. For the past traumas that we've been involved in. That's all. That should unite us already, but that don't unite us. We got people that like to run their mouth about each other and not more about being united. That's the problem. And I think that's one of the biggest issues in our community. There's so many people that want to be chiefs and not know Indians. Everybody want to put their say in it, but don't want to, they want to put they do 1%, but they want you to give them 100 while they doing 1%. You get what I'm saying? They do their little, and then they want you to do a whole mile for them. No, we all gotta put our work in. And I just feel like we just do a lot. We do a whole mile for taking all your time up for that. And we all gotta put our work in.
Hey, Murrayville, Movindu, you have to turn off the sound is playing. You gotta turn that off.
We all gotta put our work in.
Hey, Murrayville, Movindu, you gotta turn down the sound. You gotta turn off the sound. Sound is playing. Okay.
Well, I was just saying, man, we have to work harder together. We need to work unity. And the only way we're going to get people to be together is tell them the truth, right? Tell them the truth. But we got to get them together in a way that we can be togetherness. Because that's the reason that's been a problem in our community in America. There's been a lot of outsiders that want to infiltrate. And then we got people who want to down their own people so they can look good. It's a lot of stuff that we go through. But we all need to be on one page. And I feel like in order to be on one page, if we're not on one page in America, we're not going to be on one page in Africa. Just like that. So
Diamond, look, if this person calls me fat, right, I got two choices. Either accept that I'm a fat dude, I just want to eat hot dogs and stuff, and I'm fat. Or I say, look, I'm going to use that as the motivation to lose some weight. Why can't this brother see the same thing when it comes to our people? You can call me fat. Either I laugh it off like I don't care and I keep being fat, or I go lose weight. But when I criticize black people, it's like, nah, you can't do that, because what you got to understand is, like, it's like you call me fat and I'm like, nah, bro, what you got to understand is I'm on this medication and that medication makes me fat. That's an excuse. Come on, bro. But I don't do that when you talk about my weight. But why do you do that when it comes to our people?
Bro, you've been talking about
when it comes to our people. You make all these excuses.
You've been talking down on our people the whole time. And even if you did want to lose weight, you're not gonna do that. You are an American. You're gonna eat them hot dogs, player.
Okay. But guess what? I accept who I am. I accept my flaws and my fatness.
And
I accept that.
I accept it too.
I accept it.
We are who we are.
So why can't you accept that Black Americans as a whole are ignorant as hell? Because we are.
No, because all of us not ignorant. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You saying we
You
all
listen, as a whole, bro, generally speaking, most of Black Americans are ignorant. Even the so-called educated Black Americans are ignorant, bro. We got people like Stacey Abrams, bro, in politics. Ignorant as hell, but is a politician who's educated. Come on, bro. You got to accept that. Because if we don't.
Where's your evidence that she ignorant? That's what I'm trying to figure out. You
Bro,
say ignorant.
obvious.
Where have she done? What have she said that was ignorant? Stacey Adams?
Let's just.
My bad, Abrams.
Bro,
You say Stacey Adams?
Listen, Stacey Abrams is ignorant because she continues to jockey and lobby for a political group that continues to spit in her face. As much as the work as that lady has done for the Democratic Party, she should at least got some type of real role in Biden's administration. She didn't get shit, bro. That's called being ignorant because they shitted on that lady so many times up until now. For her to still be pushing and parading them around and showing up smiling, she's just ignorant. She's like, look, I'm just a whipping boy. Y'all dog me out, and I come back and ask for more. She's ignorant, bro. And anybody who knows her history would know that. That woman is campaign and champion for Democrats in Georgia more than anybody. And guess what? She couldn't even get vice president. She couldn't get secretary of state. She couldn't get shit, bro. Why? Because she's ignorant. She doesn't realize. Once somebody spit in your face, you need to just go the other way and not deal with it no more. She gonna keep standing there. And that's our people's. Look at punk ass Cornel West. This guy now, look, let me give you an example. I'm just talking about intelligent, the so-called intelligent. Cornel West been working at Harvard for years. This dude applied to get tenure. They denied this fool. Now this fool talk about, I'm about to resign from Harvard. This dude been buck dancing and cooning on these news channels for decades for these white folks. They won't even give him tenure out of college, right? Mr. Love Revolution, all this shit. We love white people, integrationists. This man has been on political channels for decades. The guy can't even get tenure at Harvard. Meanwhile, there's a white guy you never even heard of who got tenure at Harvard. The guy can't even get Cornel West. Cornel West is ignorant because we are ignorant in the sense of as much as white people shit on us, it show us that they just don't give a shit about us. We still keep feeding into the machine. We still keep trying to like force them to accept us. We are ignorant. Black people still talking about Black Lives Matter, integration, equality. We are ignorant, dog. We're not even trying to get progress. We trying to get equality. White folks landing rovers on Mars, and we're talking about equality.
Well, listen,
we're ignorant, bro. That's just our curse.
One more thing, and I'm done. I'm gonna listen. All Black people in America, most of us, we have our problems, but most of them are not ignorant. Most of them are up to date, and it's a lot of intelligent people that's out here. And I'm not gonna sit here and let you say that about our people. And I have to stand up and say something about that because I'm not gonna let an ignorant person say something about my people, which I know that we struggle in a lot of areas just like every other community. The Latin community, they struggle in areas just like we do, and some of us live in the same communities. So we're not gonna sit here and just talk about my people like that. Black Americans, I love them to the day I die, and I die for them. I will get out my position, and with my registered gun, I will go out marching, and I'll go out shooting if I have to. But the thing is, we have to stop down to talking bad about ourselves. That's where it starts at. I think that's where that comes from. That is are we okay to say, oh, these Black people is this and that, but you not on the same, you're not in the field with them, the Black Lives Matter. You're not out there on the street with them, are you?
Black Nation, you so gangster for your people. You can't even show your face on the internet or give your name. Man, shut up, bro. You sound like an idiot right now. I'll go shooting for my people. We don't even know who you are.
Listen, long as I make my money and I put in my
Long as I, boy, did we just go back to the plantation? This boy said, long as I.
well, you know what I mean. As long as I, first of all,
As long as I, you can't help it, nigga. It's just two country, nigga. It's just automatically on your tongue. I get it. Don't worry about it.
I'm actually from Las Vegas, Nevada. First of all, and as long as I put money in my community, that's all I need to worry about. That's all I'm saying. As long as I go and help,
right, brother.
that's all I need to do.
That's right, Mr. Anonymous. You anonymous right now.
That's right.
Brandon may be fat, and I may be ugly, but guess what? I'm showing my face. I even show my whole family on here. You know who I am.
All right. I see you heard about the little comments that I made. It's all right.
I think it's funny as hell.
I'll give you some hot dogs or a pizza if you want some. Because I got
I'm black. I'm black. I'm used to cracking jokes. It's funny. I agree. It's funny as hell. But I'm just telling you, anybody can get on the internet with their face covered up in some screen tag username and say anything. But you talking about being in the field and we don't even know who you are. So that right there, you lost already.
You don't need to know who I am.
Now go back to cooking you a pig ear challenge or whatever it is y'all niggas do in the South.
Oh, he left. All right, brother, Merviel, Benevue.
He ran away.
Benevue. You have to unmute yourself.
Okay.
You gotta unmute yourself. Benevue.
All right, yeah, I'm here.
Comment allez-vous?
Ouais, ça va bien.
Ça va bien. Merci.
How did you even know that I speak French?
Because your email is .fr.
FR. Oh, that's right.
I'm learning. Shout out to Kai, everyone teaching me French. I'm learning French. Français.
Right.
Parlez-vous français?
Oui, je parle français.
Je parle français. Okay. Bien. Okay. Go ahead.
All right. Thanks, Diana Samir, for bringing me into your channel. I really appreciate that. First of all, my name is Marvell. It's already up there on the screen. So I'm calling from Pennsylvania, but I'm originally from the DRC, from Democratic Republic of Congo. So, yeah, I'm 100%. I agree with everything Brandon is saying here, and I keep saying this with my folks here, like all the African guys that in my community where I stay here. I tell them the same thing over and over. Listen, I don't care if you're an engineer, you got a degree in whatever it is. I don't care. As long as somebody has signing your paycheck, you cannot really brag about freedom, because the true freedom is the economic one. Period. So myself, when I moved here, of course, my journey in America, I had to get any sloppy job coming my way because I didn't know the language. I had to just take whatever that was coming on my way, right? And then I had to, go through the English classes and all that good stuff and go back to college. I went back to college, even went to the police academy. I'm a deputy sheriff, by the way. But I thought it was going to solve my problems, all the problems that I was going through. But guess what? I realized it's still not enough. I recently went back home in the Congo in October, where I spent like 8 weeks. I was actually able to accomplish a lot more things that I ever done since I've been here in America.
What part of the Congo are you from?
Oh, Kinshasa.
Yes, Sasha. I want to go to. I want to see the what's the name of the tribe? It'll come to me, but keep going. But I want to go. You got to take me. Hold on, you got to take me.
All right, I got you. Yeah,
by Kuba, the Kuba tribe.
Kuba. Yeah. Oh, the Kuba tribe. Oh, yeah, right. I got you. Yeah, I got a whole book about Kuba that I've been reading recently. So.
We gotta go. We gotta go next year.
All right, man. I'm actually.
We'll link up afterwards. Go ahead.
All right, yeah. Okay, so I went over there because first of all, my parents, we own like hundreds of acres over there. But one of those guys that don't always depend on what the parents have provided for them. So I said that I will acquire my own piece of land and maybe get started and see how far it will take me. So I was able to acquire this piece of land back in 2018. And, my mom was working on it a little bit, but I didn't really start putting work until I went last year in October. Like I said, I stayed there for like 8 weeks. So I did a lot of amazing things while I was there. Even ended up purchasing my own, a place which I'm about to start building. Not really soon. So, like what I'm saying here is that I hear this oftentimes, and I have a lot of friends that have bachelor's degrees and even master's degree. And every time I ask them questions, so like, how much has this kind of brought to your life? Other than just getting a paycheck every day, you got this mortgage you got to pay. And at the end of the day, when we all talk, everybody's complaining how they're living paycheck to paycheck. Because after you get all the student loans, which I don't encourage anybody to do, at the end of the day, the money they're paying you is not even enough to cover the student loans. Once you pay your bill, you don't have anything left for yourself. So that's why I was like, you know what, I got to get out of this situation. That's why I'm not even about to get a mortgage here. I have to build back home first before I feel like, okay, I'm ready now. I can build in America. First of all, this is not even a country of my native. I wasn't even born here in America. So I moved in America, and I know for sure I will go back. So why would I want to invest the money here in America, knowing that my future, I will not even live here? So it is just a dumb thing to do. And another thing that I noticed in our African community is that most people are so impressed about what other people are doing. And they think if they take a different route and they take a different risk, people will judge them based off of their decision. And I say, listen, just because you got the mortgage, you bought a house, you're bragging about it, it's automatically going to make me follow your path. I got a whole different path that I got to follow. I believe in investing in the continent of Africa, starting from the Congo, where I'm originally from, and that's where I am going to do. Like I said, being a deputy sheriff did not really solve all my problems, did not even change anything. And I feel the same exact oppression that I used to feel when I work at warehouses in all manufacturing places, because people will tell you to do things that would probably be against your own will. But guess what? You will just have to do it because you don't really have much of a choice. All right. So it doesn't really matter, you know, how far you gotten as far as education goes, and they hire you, but they still control you. In order for you not to
That,
be controlled, you have to be able to create your own, even create opportunities for others, and you get to make your own time schedule. Like if I'm sitting here with my wife and kid, I keep telling them over and over, I don't even want to be here. If it wasn't for the kid, or if I was still single, trust me, I never even would have been here because I got a 2-year-old to take care of. But I'm still going back this year.
No, yeah.
that is, let me say
Yeah.
this. Let me say this. Now, this is why I say Pan-Africanism is winning. Okay, you got the other goofball, the goof-illusionary. Gets on here, screen name, Black Nation. Oh, I'm in political law enforcement. And Brandon, this is this and that, blah, 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 right? Now, the brother right here, Marvell, he's in law enforcement. His name's on here, no problem, nothing to hide, transparent. He's a deputy sheriff. This is what he's doing. This is what he wants to do. This is a real brother right here. I see his face. You know, he got his family. You know what I'm saying? The other dude is just a goofball. We can get on and talk like men, honestly. These other dudes is just on here just being goofy. That dude said all that. We don't know who he is. We don't know where he's from. Dude could be in his mom's basement right now, playing PlayStation, eating Pop-Tarts, but just saying shit. But you have a bunch of idiots in the comments talking about, oh, he's right. He's right. Yeah, that dude has a point. You don't even know who he is. That's what I'm telling you. That's the difference between Black Americans and most other Black people. What are Black Americans trying to hide? What do they think that they're hiding from the white man that he don't already know? You know what I'm saying? We like to live in this like buffoon world, this like retardation induced reality, where it's like, you know, oh, respect me because I told you I'm this position and that position. But you don't know who I am. Just take my word for it. I built my community. All this stuff. How do we know, dude? We don't even know who you are. You won't even show your face on YouTube. I don't believe nothing you say. To me, you're nobody. You're just a guy or a woman with a man's voice showing up, just talking trash on the internet. Marvell, I respect you. You have a job where a lot of people, you know, you could be putting your job at risk sometimes speaking your opinion. But it's what you
Right.
truly believe. You are a
Absolutely.
true Pan-African. You're a true
Just
African.
for
You're
for the
not
record,
scared.
it's just something that I wanted to do because I thought thing was was going to be different. As soon as I got on there, it was like, things are always going to be the same. And the way I am preparing my return to the Congo, if things really work out the way I expect them to, trust me, I will just toss the uniform, return the firearm, and I'll be spending way more time in Africa than here in America. So that's why I said, first of all, I have to do something to get myself out of a lot of stress. I'm not going to get no mortgage here because I don't want to be in Africa at the same time thinking, oh, I got to send money back to America to pay my mortgage. Even if I lose my apartment today, I don't really have nothing to worry about. I got a lot of friends. I can crash in any of my friends' house, and I know I'm building something greater in Africa. And if I feel like a lot comfortable staying there, hey, I'll be gone. I'll be gone. So it's just not worth it. I mean, that's why I keep telling people, listen, I'm not really going to argue with you because I believe in what I believe. In a particular area where I own a piece of land, when you get on there, you look around, you see how empty some of these lands are, and they're always selling them. And I'm asking myself, where the hell are all these people that keep talking about, economy, but they're not even doing anything to fix that, farming and things of that nature. And when I return, I talk to all my people. I say, listen, even if you don't have the money to get started, at least purchase, buy a piece of land, own a land. When you're ready and you can start building or you can start farming or whatever it is that you got to do. But don't let other people coming back home taking over, because that's what I keep telling people. People keep complaining, oh, when you go to invest in Africa, there are this, there are that. But have you ever tried? If you haven't tried, so don't talk about rejection. Because I went, nobody ever stopped me from doing whatever I was doing. I did it. I stopped where I stopped. I came back, and I got people supervising and working for me over there. And if there's money that needs to be sent, and I'll send them. And sometimes, like, I don't even have to send the money because what's being produced over there, taking care of most expenses that they need. So it's just like, I don't get it. Like, most people like have to be involved. I don't really waste my time talking about people that have no intention on going back to the continent of Africa to either invest or store something to help their community. That's why I'm always on my lane. And when I talk to my mom or my siblings back home about my plans, they think I'm crazy. I say, well, you
Right.
think I'm crazy because you don't know. It would take for you to come all the way here in America, spend a year or two, you see the reality for yourself, and you will end up on the same side as I am right now. And I used to have
Right.
friends like years ago, and we were talking about the same thing. I've been talking, hammering this like out. We're going back like 9 years ago. Nobody ever believed me. People think that I was crazy. But now that they're starting to realize what I was telling them is true, now I got another friend. While I was in Kinshasa, one of my friends was there with me as well. So he did what he had to do. When we went back, he actually agreeing with me right now. So now we're looking at the other group still like they dreaming. And when time for them come and they, finally realizes what we're doing, they will join us. But at that time, it will be a little late because we will already be ahead of them. So yeah, I mean, I just wanted to come on and say a few words. I really appreciate you bringing me on, Dynas. I really appreciate that. It really means a lot.
No problem,
And
brother.
yeah,
Thank you.
all
Au
right,
revoir.
all right, au revoir.
Au revoir. Okay.
Dias, that brother was a breath of fresh air. I'm telling you, we goofy as hell. We got all the dudes who know everything, but you don't know who they are. I mean, with all these secret superhero Negroes, you would think we'd be making some progress. People want to hide their identity like they Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent or something like that. But you're not even doing nothing. You didn't do nothing but jump over here defending the white man, talking about you love working at the Sizzler. Why are you covering your face up? He might give you a medal for all the cooling you was doing if you see your face. But like, that's the thing. The Pan-Africanists are moving and working. The Goof Troop is not doing nothing but doing movie reviews and talking about what Karens do. You in Texas right now, can't no hot, no heat, no electricity. But you know what but guess what?
Hey, yo, but Brad, hold on, Brad. We gotta allow the brother. Let's change the subject. Go ahead.
What subject?
I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not gonna. The brother's not here to defend himself. So,
But I'm not saying, look, Dinus, I'm not saying nothing about him defending himself. The man got on here, faceless, nameless. God knows who he is.
no. I think you're referring to the brother, the person talking about in Texas.
No, forget him. But what I'm saying is, you get on that. We got a lot of these dudes. I'm not talking about specifically. We got a lot of these people, Dinus. Nameless faces, nameless, faceless people. They're just squares on YouTube. That's it. But they know all so much about what everybody is doing and needs to do. But then you got people like Marvell, same thing, gets on. Look, this is me, this is my name, this is what I'm doing. And it's not hard. It's not something illegal. It's not something that's hurting you. You guys, if a police officer is doing it and he's okay with showing his face and his real name doing it, there's nothing wrong with doing it, man. White Thanos ain't gonna come and snap his fingers and kill you for doing it. So there's no reason you shouldn't be doing it. There should be no hesitation. It should just be like, look, this is something I want to do, so I'm going to do it. So I don't know what our people need to see in 2021, but all I know is the days of buck dancing and just like stagnation and analysis paralysis, those days are over, man. You know, I brought my whole family out here. If you talk, but I brought my whole family out, Dinus, but you got people talking about, I gotta wait till COVID is over to go to Africa. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I didn't been back and forth 4 times now.
My daughter 12, bro. My daughter's 12. You got a grown man, 35 years old, talking about, is it safe? Is it safe? Come on, man. I sent my wife and my daughter out here 2 weeks before I arrived. You got grown folks talking about, is it safe? We doing it. We lead by example to show you you could do the same thing, but instead you rather operate based on fear. You know what I'm saying? We got to stop that. But man, I'm about to go to bed, Dinus.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's all good, brother. Go ahead, lay it down. Everyone, thank you so much for joining. Like, share, and subscribe. Brandon, you want to share something in closing?
Hey, go to my channel, Pan-Africanism Strikes Back. Every morning, 7 a.m., we do the Pan-African Morning Show. It's like kind of suspended because I'm in Africa. And, you know, I like to get my music on, play my music, and talk about relevant topics and stuff. You can enjoy it on your way to work or while you at work. Other than that, you guys, Africa is wide open. It's 2021. COVID is going away because Joe Biden got elected. They talk about the numbers is decreasing and all that stuff. Don't live another year with regret and fear, man. You know what I'm saying? Look at my heart goes out to the people in Texas. It's like, bro, if that don't show you that you got to be self-sufficient and be able to sustain yourself, I don't know what will. Prepare yourself for the worst in America while hoping for the best in Africa. That's all a true Pan-African can do. You know what I'm saying? Prepare yourself for the worst in America while hoping for the best in Africa. Get on that plane, take that flight, and go out and realize your true African dream, fulfill your destiny, and restore your African mindset. Thank you guys all for watching me. I appreciate it. And ladies, thank you for watching me. I appreciate it.
For sure. Peace. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Go to dynastymir.com. Until next time, family, Dynasty Mir, search for Huru. Peace.